Welcome to the miniature world of Corntassel, built by Mr. Pete Snider in the Big Ridge area of Hixson, Tennessee. Mr. Snider, a native of Corntassel in Monroe County, painstakingly recreated the village where his parents were raised. Corntassel, a place rich in Cherokee history, was flooded years ago when the Tennessee Valley Authority built the Fort Loudon Dam. Today, the original site of Corntassel lies beneath a housing development, but Mr. Snider kept its memory alive through his incredible craftsmanship. After buying the Big Ridge property in 1978, Mr. Snider began constructing the village using recycled wood, scraps, and materials found at flea markets, using inspiration from old photographs and memories. And like with an actual town, people began visiting the little village. Along the way, Mr. Snider collected logbooks in growing numbers due to all the visitors, including some from over 60 countries. With close to 40 buildings and a few other miniature landmarks, the attraction has no doubt been a draw to a variety of people over the years, from children with imaginations to old-timers with long memories of good old days of small communities. This wasn't just a hobby for Mr. Snider, it was a labor of love. Every building in the miniature village was crafted by hand, and the attention to detail is astonishing. Each structure is a testament to the lost community of Corntassel and Mr. Snider's dedication to preserving its memory. As mentioned earlier, visitors from over 60 countries have come to see this hidden treasure, navigating the mossy green paths to admire Mr. Snider's work. It was truly a global attraction off the beaten path in Hixson, Tennessee, a suburb of Chattanooga. I personally first discovered this wonderful tiny village around 2005 when I lived in the area. There's an excellent article about the tiny village written by Holly Abernathy in the February 18, 2012 edition of the online news magazine Chattanoogan.com. Ms. Abernathy has allowed me to use some of the photographs from her article. As time marched on, Mr. Snider eventually moved into a retirement home and was no longer able to maintain the tiny little village. The area became overgrown, and some of the buildings have been damaged through the passage of time. I have to admit that I had all but forgotten about Corntassel myself until going through some old photographs that I took there in 2009. Many of the photographs in this video were taken by me when my wife and I took our granddaughter Micah there. I did a quick Google search and found a newer article written by John Schaerer for the July 23, 2023 edition of Chattanoogan.com. Mr. Schaerer's article states that the miniature village might have remained a local secret if not for the curious eyes of Dave Michelson and his wife Rita. Dave operates a kitchen design business in Naples, Florida, and recently bought some property with his wife Rita above the former Snider residence on Gan Store Road. They also hope to build their own home there, in part to have a place closer to family in Wisconsin. The couple stumbled upon the village while exploring their new property near Greenway Farms. Dave, a fellow woodworker, was immediately captivated by the intricate details and charm of the tiny buildings. Realizing the importance of preserving this piece of local history, Dave reached out to Mr. Snider, who happily gave him permission to help maintain the village. Together, they're working to ensure that Corntassel continues to charm and inspire visitors for years to come. But the story doesn't end here. Dave has also been in talks with officials at Sequoyah Birthplace Museum in Vonore, hoping to find a permanent indoor home for the miniature village. This would not only preserve the intricate details of the buildings, but also honor the Native American history that runs deep in the area. While nothing is set in stone yet, the idea of moving the village to a place where it can be appreciated year-round is exciting. Imagine seeing these tiny, detailed structures alongside artifacts and stories about the Cherokee people, a fitting tribute to the land where Corntassel once stood.